Hello guys! Today I would like to present to you a deck profile on 6 Samurai. This deck is going to be an FTK, so viewer discretion is advised. If you do not want to play an FTK, you do not have to do certain things that I'm going to explain in the video. Well, this is 6 Samurai. The FTK engine is going to be via looping Gagaga Cowboy. And it is a very easy to do combo if you get everything learned down. The basic goal is to achieve the infinite loop that you can do with red and blue, and then use the infinite resources that you gather to summon Omega and Cowboy, and then pop those two after you use Cowboy's effect. So anyways, without further ado, let's go into the deck profile. I will have to say that the combo video is going to be a separate one because the combo is too long to show in one video. So for first, we're playing one Grandmaster. He is not Keyson, which is a good thing. So if you draw Keyson plus Grandmaster, you can special summon Grandmaster while you normal summon Keyson. Speaking about Keyson, we play 3 of him. The only reason we play only one Grandmaster is because you can only have him once on the field. And we are going to use him like exactly once to make Saryuyas and for 4 and everything. Those are like the best monsters because you can special summon them whenever you control another 6 Samurai monster that isn't the name of either. So yeah, you cannot summon a Keyson if you just control a Keyson. But if you, for example, control a Keyson and a Grandmaster, you can special summon a second Keyson. Then for the FTK engine, 2 red and 2 blue. You can play 3 of each because they're pretty good cards to draw in tandem. You can break boards with them, but most importantly, so red, what red does is he tributes one other 6 Samurai monster to destroy 1 card on the field. It is a targeting effect. And this guy is, whenever he is tributed, he has to add you a 6 Samurai from your graveyard to your hand, except for a Shinai. So you can loop them in the how I will show it to you guys in the combo video that will be going up in tandem with this video. Also, they are a good way to get into Sold because if you can draw red and blue ones, you can special summon both of them, one of them, and then normal summon the other. Speaking about normal summons, this is Kageki. He is a marauding captain for the deck, and unfortunately one of the weak parts of the deck, because if you give him a Veiler and you do not have a Keyson, you can have a rough time. But now, currently, you should not Veiler this guy. You should Veiler the new card, which we are going to mention later when we go over the extra deck. Now for the Secret 6 Samurai. We play Tukizaru because he's a not once per turn search whenever he's special summoned. And he searches you 1 6 Samurai of which element you do not have on the board. So, for example, if you have an Isolde and Helm on the board, because you summoned him off of Isolde, you can search any 6 Samurai that isn't an Earth or a light monster. Interestingly enough, there is a card that you can use to actually search Earths with them, which I'll go over later, but you are only doing it in fringe situations. We're playing one Hatsume. She is Monster Reborn by banishing 2 cards from 2 6 Samurai from your graveyard or your field. You can also banish herself, so you play around Veiler. Then we play one Fuma. He's a level 1 tuner, and that's all you need to know because another card can easily summon him, and you can make Synchro 5s with him pretty easily with Keyson and him. This is a legendary secret of the 6 Samurai. Whenever you normal or special summon a Secret 6 Samurai, that means if you special summon a Keyson from Isolde, you can special summon him. And In graveyard, you can also, while he's on board, banish 1/6 samurai card from your graveyard, and this card gains the level and the attribute of that 6 samurai monster. This is relevant if you want to make, for example, Levier instead of Dugaris, and it's pretty neat. Then this was all of the 6 samurai monsters. We play one Shien's Sheen Squire. He is a level 1 Earth Tuner that you can summon infinitely off of Gateway as soon as you have infinite counters off Gateway from the graveyard. And also he is a dojo target. And then for Warrior Extenders, we play 2 red layers. I do not play any more Warriors, but I would strongly suggest, if you want to, you could play a 60 card version of this deck. I'm playing 40. Actually 41. And you could play cards like Armageddon Knights, Dark Grepher, Malicious. Neo Space Connector is excellent in this deck because Neo Space Connector plus any extender, which I'm going to show you a couple of, is full combo. So good. This is all of the Warriors. We also play 2 Soravas because Infinite Impermanence is a real problem for this deck because you have one big choke point if you do not draw the one of. It negates targeting effects as a hand trap that target your monsters. And speaking about targeting, this completely stops your opponent from targeting you for as long as this card is up. This is awesome. Also, you cannot be ogred on your monsters, or if your opponent thinks it would be funny to gamma you, your monster still stays on the board, which is nice. We also hate other hand traps, so we play triple Called by the Grave. Also, it's a good utility card. For searchers, we play 3 Shien's Smoke Signal and 1 Rhoda. This searches level 3 or lower 6 Samurai monsters, and this searches level 4 or lower Warriors. Of course, if Rhoda would be at any higher than 1, we would play more Rhoda, and maybe play less Smoke Signal, because you want to search your Keyzons. Then for counter holders, we're playing triple Dojo. This card gains 1 counter per 6 Samurai summon. And it also has the effect if you send it to the graveyard. You can send it to the graveyard as cost. And then special summon a 6 Samurai monster with a level equal or up to the amount of counters that you had on the card when you use that effect. So it is also an extender. So this plus this. So if you draw 2 of those plus a 6 Samurai, you also have full combo. And for counter holders, also we play, of course, Gateway. This card is a mistake, and anyone that says that this card should go to 3 is nuts. If this goes to 3, you can play so stupid stuff, and it is way more consistent. And there are way less choke points in the deck. And this deck needs the choke points, otherwise it's completely unfair. So, Gateway searches you 6 Samurai monsters for forward counters, and you can remove them from anywhere on the field. And for 6 counters, it special summons you Shien monster from your graveyard. So we can special summon Shien Squire from our graveyard a billion times, which is relevant for the FTK. And now to extenders. We play 2 Cunning of the 6 Samurai. This is interesting. I've been testing around with this card. I at first thought it would not be that good. But then I noticed, oh wait, this is an extender, and there's a combo that you can use this instead of one of the other extenders, which are, for example, Succession and Reborn. And with this plus Isolde Access is full combo. And those, of course, are also full combo with Isolde Access. Then we are playing Isolde, so we have to play Equips. And those round up our deck. Those are good extenders. And also, this card is pretty good because we play the red layer. Because he's level 5, you can basically special summon any 6 samurai from your graveyard by searching a red layer and then using it as discard fodder for Overdone. And those two are insane too. And Moon Mirror is just there, like, it's the least worst to draw if you draw too many. Like, if you draw 2 of those and one of them is Moon Mirror, it's not that bad. And Phoenix Blade is infinite resources. So this rounds up the main deck. For the extra deck, we're playing not that many Link monsters. So let's start first with all of them. One Isolde, you could play 2. You could cut one of the cards that I have in the synchro slots. This enables the combo. And together with Isolde, we also play 2 Battle Shogun of the 6 Samurai. Its effect is it gains 100 attack per counter on the field. So as soon as you do the loop, he has infinite attack, which is funny. As second, if he is summoned, you can discard 1 card, and that is the point where the Phoenix Blade is pretty relevant, and the Isolde Search is pretty relevant, and you can search one card that can hold Bushido counters. So you can search Gateway, you can search Dojo, you can search United. You can also search the Field Spell, which I'm not playing. Even though the Field Spell is technically also one of those cards that enable the combo. And as last, and that is the broken part about the card next to the counter holding, is he also holds counters. By if you special summon or normal summon a 6 samurai monster in one of the link zones he points to, and including himself, you can also special summon himself, and the one you special summon the zone into gains a counter, and he can also hold infinite counters, which is stupid, and it allows us to do the infinite loop pretty consistently. And because we are playing an unfair deck, we are playing 2 Saryuyas. Or basically, we're playing infinite Saryuyas, but I'll get to it later on. And in case we brick, we play 1 Apollousa. We are going to FTK, people, so ending on negates is like plan B. You don't need this card to play this deck. Instead, you could just like play Nightmare Phoenix if you play the FTK version, if you want to save yourself some money. For Exceeds, we play 1 Dugaros. This guy is either a draw 2, or he special summons 1 6 samurai monster from your graveyard, or like just special summons 1 card from your graveyard, including the ones that you detached, which is it's bonkers. 1 Levier, he special summons level 4 or lower monsters that are banished, and is a level 3, so he's relevant for some combos. Emerald, he's a way to recycle stuff before, recycle Saryuyas before we get into our Shein Squire access. And also he draws a card. Then Abyss Dweller. And Cowboy. Cowboy is going to be our FTK engine. We're going to use him between 10 and 11 times, depending on how many life points your opponent has. If you play Upstart, you could use him 11 times. That was for the Exceeds. For the Synchro Monsters, we play 1 Shi-En. He is another card that you can make to gain extra counters. 1 Ib, she searches Succession. 1 Nat Beast to punish all decks that play too many spell cards. And the card that recycles every card in our deck is Psyframe Lord Omega. His grave effect is what is relevant. Because if he's in your graveyard, you can target 1 card and himself in your graveyard and shuffle them into the deck. So if you have him and Cowboy in the graveyard, you can shuffle Cowboy and him back into the deck. Like that, he shuffles himself into the deck is retarded, together with another card. So that rounds up the main and extra deck. For the side deck, it's again your choice as a player. I personally decided to play triple reboot, triple imperm, triple Rocky Boy, triple Dark Ruler No More, and triple Cosmics. Dark Ruler No More. If we do Dark Ruler No More, we would instead build like a board that is not breakable, but otherwise we would just FTK if we ever get the chance. Cosmics is to destroy back row and Babel, which is pretty important. Nibiru punishes Sky Striker Orcists and Salad. Imperm punishes all other weird combo decks and the Mirror too. And Red Reboot punishes all the people that think set 5 is a good idea. So this is Six Samurai Cowboy FTK, at least the deck. I'm going to now make another video about how the combo works. And I'm going to explain the combo with Cunning of the Six Samurai. And I hope you guys like this build. And I wish you a lot of fun FTKing people. See you later.